I'm declaring a victory for two reasons. Well, if you're gonna have a victory, it's time. I haven't had a cigar in a couple weeks, so. Oh, what do we want? Now let's go with a Monte. Monte Cristos are always good. Give them a nice fancy lighter. Okay. Let's go outside and we'll see why it's a victory. A double victory. One, I went to start my truck. Yes, my new truck. Well, not brand new, new to me. Starter cracked. We got the warranty on it. Oh, we can't help you, blah, blah, blah. Big runaround. So I just went and bought a starter, put it in. If anybody wants to know how to put a starter on a 6.2, they can comment below and I'll go under there and show you how to do it. But needless to say, I let my wife handle it. I am not very diplomatic. They are reimbursing me for the starter and that, so that's number one victory. Technically, my first road call was me. We went and picked this up last night and went down by Madison. Has a it stalls out while he's driving it and that, so he wants me to fix that. So we're gonna get a couple videos on this. My winch works great. No issues there. I had to go and strap the lid down because I still got the cable on it. I had that. I do have it strapped front to back. I got 6 straps on it plus the winch. Truck towed it fine. And but anyway, intermittent keeps shutting off. And he says, well, I've been wanting to get it up to you and get some work done. So while we have it, we're doing shocks, and I guess it's got the power steering box is leaking, so we're gonna be changing, probably changing that out. We'll look, see if we can rebuild it, or if we gotta change it. But this is gonna be this was already marked for towing. And that's why I had to get down there and all that. So I didn't drop the plow. I just had to get down there before the dang thing got towed. And so we came with the plow. I already got some tools in there. The trailer, towing that. Didn't even phase the truck. I gotta say, I've heard a lot of good about the 6.2 motor. I gotta say, I mean, it pulled this combination. I have no idea what I weigh, but I do have weighted plates on the truck and with the plate on the trailer, so you know we should be covered. But all right, I gotta go get my fuel test kit. I'm gonna go get my test kit to test the fuel pressures, because it does have in-tank fuel pump. So we'll be able to test fuel pressures right away, and once we get it running good, then he's going to proceed with some more work on it. He is going to have me, this will be a springtime, I'm going to clean this up, weld metal in here, get that cleaned up for him, and so all right, well, that's where we're at. I guess I'll take what have we got? Crime scene. Okay, I guess they use whatever tape they got. Well, I don't think there's any dead bodies in there. It is a van, you know. I guess being a van, you never know. No dead bodies. Okay, so not a crime scene. All right, I'll get back with you. All right, customer really thought it was a fuel pump because he went and changed the fuel filter and it ran for a little bit and then it stalled again. So he was pretty sure. And I did test the fuel pressure. I do have my test kit. There's the Schrader valve. You just take this off. Take this cap off. Hook your fuel pressure gauge up. Tells you your rail pressure. It is a little low. Spec is 39 and a half, not running. 35 to 36 while it started and running. It was a little low. I was only seeing 30, but that shouldn't keep making it stall out. Well, so I said, well, let me go and check into this some more. And what I found is it's actually like not too bad working on a van, because everything's right here. But anyway, the plugs, they're pretty well worn. You know, they're not extremely out of spec, but they're putting a feeler gauge in there. They're more than they should be. When I pulled this, I said, well, I think we need to do a tune-up, and then you drive it and we'll see what the outcome is on that. Because in here was a totally different story. This thing has been arcing. You can see, well, hopefully you can see all this gray up here, how it wipes off. This thing has been seriously arcing, and I think that's why it's been stalling, and it'll restart. And it ain't been a huge issue. Oh, and the cap is, or the rotors. Yeah, gonna have to take pliers, but so we're gonna change the cap and the rotor out, put spark plugs in it. I already ordered the front and rear shocks. The steering box, I'm gonna try tightening that up and see where it goes from there, because unfortunately they're very expensive for this, but this is just what I found. So at least doing a tune-up on it, if that cures the issue, it's going to be a lot cheaper than a fuel pump, because the fuel pump for this thing's $171 or $179 with the fuel filter, the plugs, and the cap. I don't know about wires yet. I'm going to test them, but you know, we're I think 90 bucks into it so far. I did order the shocks. I'll pay for them Monday, but so that's where we're at. I think that's gonna solve this though, and so this will be the end of that unless I find something more serious. But this is just gonna be a standard tune-up, throwing plugs and a cap rotor at it and calling it good. I will test it. Customer did authorize me to test drive it and all that, so I'm going to run it into town and, you know, drive it around. And once I do that, and go from there, and if I don't have any problems with it, I'm just going to return it to the customer. But that won't be till after Monday, because I got to get the shocks in. So I think this one's pretty much buttoned up and wrapped up. If it turns out to be something else, then I guess there'll be a follow-up video. But, you know, sometimes check your basic. You know, just a cheap tester like this, you know, it's got a bunch of fittings in it. It has the fittings for the GM 5.7 TBI. You know, you don't have to have something extravagant, but just get some type of tester. You can rent them from auto parts stores, you know, so... You know, don't jump on a fuel pump right away. Make sure, and here's my gauge for that. You know, this hooks onto right there. I screw this on there, then this just snaps right on there. I do have this fitting. Oh, right here. Wow. So what I'm going to do is when I take out the fuel filter he put in, I'm going to install this because the fuel filter's towards the back, and I'm going to get a reading from the fuel filter, see what my pressure is coming up. I will do that, but I don't think it's going to be any different than what it was up here. So I think this thing just needs a tune-up, and that's about it. Because I was there when it did stall. Because when I went to load it, it stalled when we were going to drive it up, so I just winched it on the trailer. And, yeah, it didn't really sound... I don't know, it just died out. So I wasn't thinking fuel so much, but I really think it's just a tune-up and we're good. So, all right, I ain't gonna ramble no more. Talk to y'all later. See you in the next video.